Children, yesterday we have started a new lesson no, in English, that is The Girl Who Was Anne Frank, written by Louise de Jong. Okay, so before starting the lesson today, I just want to ask you one question. Day before yesterday, while teaching social science lesson, no, I have made a mistake relating to use of one particular word. Okay, I have made a mistake. So has anybody observed it? Has anybody observed it? I have made a mistake in using a word. Huh? It is 100%, 250% wrong. Has anybody observed? Okay, if you have not observed, children, let me tell you. See, I have wrongly used the word victim there. Okay, so I knew the meaning of victim, but in hurry, I took it in a wrong sense. Okay, so victim means what? What is the meaning of victim, children? Huh? No, it's not like that. It's not Sakshi. That is witness. Okay. So what is the meaning of victim? Who will tell me the meaning of victim? Victim means what? Has anybody messaged? Bali. Bali ಆದವರು ಅಲ್ವಾ? The person who is injured, the person who is affected, okay, they are called victims. See, I told that British government considered Bal Gangadhar Tilak as the victim. I told, no. So that was wrong. Okay, 2 times I have used it like that. See, while I was observing the video, I found it. So instead of victim, I would have used the word culprit or offender. Okay. So here victim, the use of victim there, that is wrong use. Remember this. Okay. Victim means what? The person who is suffering from injury, or else the person who is facing the problem. No, that is called victim. So the common people, civilians, are the victims of terrorist activities. Okay. So the person who will suffer, they will be called victims. So now did you understand, children? The use of word victim, where I have used it in a wrong manner. 2 times I have done that. Okay, remember this. Remember that Divya Mataji has made this mistake. You will remember it forever. Understood the meaning of victim, no Akshay? Yeah. Then one more thing. Yesterday we were discussing about degrees of comparison. No, there in second question, Rama's position is superior to the one held by Shama is the correct answer. So Krishnamurti sir, I asked him also, but in hurry he changed that option. He did not notice the options A or B. That letter he did not observe properly. That's why you were misguided. Okay, Sumuk?
Yes, Mataji.
Now your doubt cleared, no Mari?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay. So with this, let us start today's lesson, children. So the author of our lesson, The Girl Who Was Anne Frank, is Louise de Jong. Okay. Our author is Louise de Jong. Louise de Jong is a Dutch historian. He writes historical novels. He wrote historical novels in the Dutch language, and they were translated, and many times he wrote the articles and historical stories in English language also. So much information is not given at the end of your textbook, at the end of the lesson in your textbook. That's why I too am not going to deal with that. But just I'll show you the picture of this person, Louise de Jong. Yes, see, this person is our author. Observe this. This person is our author. Then next, again, I'll show you the picture of a beautiful girl, 13 years old, beautiful girl. See, see, this is Anne Frank. Okay, 13 years old, very sensitive, very emotional, and a brave girl she is. Anne Frank, about this girl, today we are going to learn. Okay, next. See, these are different pictures of Anne Frank. See how beautiful she was, how charming, how cheerful she was. Okay, yeah, next. See, this is Anne Frank. Okay? Yeah. Stop. So, she was the victim of, see here again I am using the word, she was the victim of the cruel acts of Hitler, who was the dictator of Germany from 1933 to 1942, and he was responsible for the Second World War. So how he was responsible, that we will learn in social science lesson. Okay. So Anne Frank's diary, it created a kind of revolution. Okay. So it changed the way of thinking of people all over the world. The Germans, the Jews, the Nazis and the Germans, they felt ashamed about themselves after reading a small diary written by this 13 years old girl. She was a very matured girl and quite different girl she was. Okay. So let us check the story of Anne Frank in our today's lesson, the girl who was Anne Frank. First, I will read out the paragraphs for you. Then later we will understand the lesson line by line. Okay, let us go for the page on the screen. Yes. Okay, see, the girl who was Anne Frank, written by Louise Bejan. Rereading activity is there. Have you heard of Adolf Hitler? What is uppermost in your mind when you think of him? Discuss in pace. And how do you know that the human race is worth saving? An argumentative young student once asked his professor. Said the professor, I have read Anne Frank's diary. How this diary of a teenage girl came to be written and saved is a story as dramatic as the diary itself. No one foresaw the tremendous impact that the small book would have, not even her father, who had it published after Anne's death in the Nazi concentration camp. Okay. So now the discussion is going on between a young argumentative boy and his professor. So the argumentative boy means the boy is quite enthusiastic. So he used to debate in the class. If he found any kind of confusion, or if he didn't have clarity about any topic, no, he used to discuss it with his teachers. That type of boy he was. So once he asked his professor, what did he ask? So how do you say that human race is worth saving? What is the meaning of worth saving, children? So how do you say that this human race created by God, okay, so it is worth saving, it should be saved, okay? How do you say that human being is a very cruel animal? No. So why should we save his race? Why the race of human being is worth saving? That was the question asked by an argumentative young boy. So do you agree, children, that the human race is worth saving? It should be saved. Do you agree with this point? Tell me please. Who will tell me? Think for a while. My question is, I'll repeat, children. Is the human race worth saving? If it is, if your answer is yes, why? If no, why not? Yes, you have got your answer, no? You have made an answer in your mind, no? Now, who will share your answer with me, please? I'm waiting, I'm eager to know from your side, children. Whether the human race is worth saving, whether it should be saved or it should be destroyed. Who will share your opinion? Yes. Who will do it first? Will it be done by Shreya Hegde first? Can you speak, Shreya? Do you have enough network there to speak to me? Okay, if Shreya Hegde cannot speak, then who will speak to me? Will it be done by, yeah, Shreya Bhatt?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, tell me.
Am I
Clear, not very clear, but try once. Let us see.
Mataji?
Oh, Marie, you are not audible.
Because we human
Oh, Marie, not audible clearly. Let me take answer from Ashwit. Ashwit,
Mataji.
is it worth saving? What is your opinion?
I think no.
No. No. Why? Human race itself should be destroyed. No, why? Why should it be destroyed? Ashwit, can you continue answer? Yeah, otherwise, yeah, continue.
But I'm not getting.
What did he say? Ashwit? Okay. Let me pass the question to Shreyas.
Yes, Mataji, am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible.
Mataji, according to me, the human race should be saved because human is the only creature in the world who can lead all the animals, and if he try, he could maintain peace and order in a great way.
Yeah, definitely. No, that's why human race should be protected. It should be saved. Okay, very good answer, Marie. Then, Aniket, what's your opinion? Should it be saved or should it be destroyed?
It should be saved, Mataji.
Why?
Because life becoming universe very rare.
Yeah, then?
Even if it becomes, it dies very quickly because of some natural causes.
Okay, good. Very good. Then, what about Pannaga? Pannaga? Okay. Again, yeah, last chance for Siri.
Yes, Mataji.
Yes. What's your opinion?
Mataji, human race should be saved because humans are the wonderful creatures created by God.
Yes. Then?
They can make some useful achievements which are useful for the peace of the world.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Okay. So human, it's not that. See, we have people like Hitler. At the same time, we have people like Mahatma Gandhi ji. We have people like Abraham Lincoln. Am I right or wrong? We have people like Martin Luther King Jr. We have people like Nelson Mandela. So who think about the welfare of humanity, who think about the welfare of the world, the mother earth, right? So that's why it's not that all the human beings on the earth, they are cruel. So no, in Abraham Lincoln's poem, okay, you have learnt, no children, for every bad person there is a good person. For every enemy there is a friend. For every scoundrel who is there, for every scoundrel who is there, hero is there. Exactly, right? So it's not that all human beings are bad, right? So that's why human being is worth saving, because human being is the most intelligent creation of the God. He can work for the welfare of the mother earth. and he can, if he acts in a in a what? Human way, then he will be helpful for all the animals. That's why human race should be saved. It is worth saving. The professor says that it is worth saving, and I came to this decision. Okay, my decision is proved when I read the diary written by Anne Frank. Okay, he introduces Anne Frank in this way. How optimistic, how positive that girl was. Okay, now let us continue. See, this girl was killed in a Nazi concentration camp when she was just 15 years old. So this much is told in these two paragraphs. Okay, let us see. Nazi concentration camp, you know the meaning of concentration camp, no? Concentration camp, it was a place where Jews were taken and they were killed there. They were made to work very hard there. They were not provided with what children, good facilities there. With the help of poisonous gas or else by shooting them, the Nazis used to kill these Jews. So it was the concentration camp. Concentration camp was the place where Jews were kept by Nazis. There they were treated very cruelly and killed in that place. So that is called concentration camp. So it was created by whom? The dictator, your Sanki leader, your Hitler. Okay. Yes. Let us see what happens in the next paragraphs. Yeah, see here, the diary of Anne Frank has now published in 19 languages, including German, and has sold nearly 2 million copies. Made into a play by Francis Goodrich and Albert Hackett, it won the Pulitzer Prize for Drama, and in the 1956-1957 season alone, played in 20 different countries to million people. In London, it ran for nearly 6 months at the Phoenix Theatre. 20th Century Fox turned it into a film. To understand this amazing response, it is necessary first to understand the girl who was Anne Frank. See here, in paragraph number 3, children, the author is speaking about Anne Frank's diary. So the diary written by Anne Frank, it is published in how many languages now? 19 languages. Okay, it is published in 19 languages, and more than how many copies have been sold so far? It is more than, children, 2 million copies, not 100, not 1000. Okay, 2 million copies have been sold. Then it was made into a play also, a drama also. And who made it into a play? They were 2 people. One is Francis Goodrich and second one is Albert Hackett. These 2 people, who are they? One is Francis Goodrich and second person is, children, Albert Hackett. Okay, these 2 people, they made this Anne Frank's diary into a drama, a play. It won the Pulitzer Prize for Drama. Pulitzer Prize. It is the award given for highest achievement in the field of literature. So Pulitzer Prize for Drama. It is considered as the Nobel Prize for Literature. Means that much it is valuable, it is respectable. This Pulitzer Prize. So Pulitzer Prize, it was won by whom? This drama that is based on Anne Frank's diary. And in the 1956-57 season alone, played in 20 different countries. This drama was played in 20 different countries, and 2 million people have watched this drama. In London, okay, in London itself, in a theatre called Phoenix Theatre, observe the spelling of Phoenix there, children, Phoenix, Phoenix, not phonics or nothing else, it is Phoenix. Phoenix, you have heard about the bird, no? bird phoenix. So Phoenix Theatre, in the Phoenix Theatre of London, it ran for how many months? 6 months. Then this was made into a film by 20th Century Fox. So 20th Century Fox, it was an entertaining company. It is a studio like, and it made it into a film. This Anne Frank's Diary was converted to a film by 20th Century Fox. Now there is no existence for this entertainment company. 20th Century Fox ಹೇಳುವಂತಹ ಕಂಪನಿ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅದನ್ನ ಡಿಸ್ನಿ ಅವರು ಖರೀದಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೇನೋ 21st Century ಸ್ಟುಡಿಯೋನೋ ಅಂತ ಹೆಸರು ಕೊಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಬಟ್ ಅಟ್ ದಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಡ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ 1956-57 ಟೈಮ್, no, this 20th Century Fox was a very popular entertainment company, and it made this Anne Frank's Diary into a film. Okay, 20th Century Fox. See, you have got many information here, children. You have got information about Pulitzer Prize, highest prize given in the field of literature, Pulitzer Prize. Then next one, you have learnt about 20th Century Fox. See, this Anne Frank's Diary, it is also published in German language. Actually, it is the Germans, it is the Nazis who tortured the Jews, who did not allow the Jews to live in Germany. They tortured the Jews, no, but still, in their language itself, this Anne Frank's Diary is published. So to know, okay, before understanding or to understand why this Anne Frank's Diary is so popular, why its diary is so popular, why the drama and movie based on this diary, they have become so popular, why they have won such a great awards, that we can understand only when we know about the girl who was Anne Frank. Okay, so children, do you have any knowledge about this girl? Have you watched any movie or any serial or any video about this girl? Has anybody watched? Please raise your hand. Have you ever heard this girl's name so far? Akshay, have you heard? No, Akshay has not heard about this girl so far. What about Pratham Bhatt?
No.
No, this is the first time you are coming across with this girl's name. Okay, Pratham Bhatt doesn't know. Then what about Nivedita?
I don't.
First time. Then what about Nutan?
First time.
First time. What about Anish? Anish?
First time.
First time. Sudhanma?
First time, Mataji.
First time. Okay. What about Nagraj?
First time, Mataji.
First time. Okay, good. Okay, then what about Akshay yesterday? Akshay yesterday? First time. Nitin? Nitin?
Mataji, first time.
First time. Then what about Vidya Shetty? Vidya? First time?
Ha, Mataji.
Okay. Then Soumya Hegde?
Mataji, I knew her name only.
You knew her name. Have you seen her picture before?
No, Mataji.
Okay, you haven't seen. Okay, what about Nikhil Hegde?
First time, Mataji.
First time. Rashmi?
Mataji, I knew her name and I had seen her picture.
Okay, you have seen her picture, but you didn't have any information about her.
Mataji, I knew that she wrote a diary.
Okay, you knew that she has written a diary. Okay, good. Okay, but what was there in her diary that you didn't know, no? And she was killed in Nazi concentration camp, that also you didn't know. Am I right? Rashmi?
No, Mataji.
Okay, good, Mary. Then what about Shriharsh?
Yes, Mataji. I knew her name. I have read in Mahayuddha second,
Yeah, very
written
good.
by Tej-
Yes, KP Purnachandra Tejasvi, no? Mahayuddha second. Then, any information did you have before about her?
Actually, I knew that she wrote a diary.
But she was killed in concentration camp, that you didn't know.
Yes, Mataji. I know that she was killed by Hitler.
Okay, okay, very good, Madhu. Okay, then last chance, Karthik P.
Much I knew her name, but don't know about her.
Have you seen her picture before?
No, Mataji.
Okay, okay. Now you all remember that girl's picture. Okay, we have seen 3 to 4 pictures, no? Everybody should remember this girl's picture because she was a very cute girl, very cheerful girl. Let us see next paragraph. Yeah, next. Yeah, see here, children. When Hitler came to power, Otto Frank was a banker living in Germany. He had married in 1925. In 1926, his first daughter, Margot, was born, and 3 years later, his second, Anneliese Marie. She was usually called Anne, sometimes Tender One. In the autumn of 1933, when Hitler was issuing one anti-Jewish decree after another, Otto Frank decided to emigrate to the hospitable Netherlands. He started a small firm in Amsterdam. Shortly before the outbreak of war, he took in a partner, Mr. Van Dam, a fellow refugee. Mostly they traded in spices. Business was often slow. Once Otto Frank was forced to ask his small staff to accept a temporary cut in their modest wages. No one left. They all liked his warm personality. They admired his courage and the evident care he took to give his 2 girls a good education. See, I'll display the page for you once again. Go for the second page. Yeah, here. No, next. Yeah, children, please go through these lines once again. We'll ask you few questions later. Akshay completed reading. Then next page, 3, 4 lines are there now. Okay, stop sharing. Okay, children, observe here. I have underlined 3 difficult words there. One is decree. Okay, decree means what, children? An order having the force of a law. So, if the court gives any decision, that is called decree. Means that decision should be put into practice because it has got the force of a law. That is decree. Decree is order given by the court. Then next means the order which has got the force of a law. Then emigrate means what, children? To leave the country permanently and go to live in another country. So to leave the country, to leave his motherland permanently and going to another country and settling down there. That is called emigrate. Then third word comes here, that is hospitable. Okay, hospitable means what, children? Friendly and welcoming to the visitors and the guests. Hospitable. So India is known for, Indian people are known for hospitality. Hospitable means what? Being friendly, being welcoming to whom? The guests and the visitors. That is called hospitable. So now, what information did you get here about Otto Frank? Who was Otto Frank, first of all? Akshay, who was Otto Frank?
Anne Frank's father.
Yes, he was the father of Anne Frank, right? Otto Frank was the father of Anne Frank. What information did you get here about Otto Frank? Can Sahana tell me? What information did you get here about Otto Frank? Okay. Otherwise, may I get answer from Sinchana Bhatt? D but, not D but, yes but. Sinchana, yes but.
He was a banker.
He was a banker, exactly. Then?
He was living in Germany.
Yeah, then he was a banker. Then?
He has 2 daughters.
He had 2 daughters. Who were they?
Margaret and Anne.
Margot and Anne. Then? Yeah, okay, good. Sinchana, thank you, Marie. Next, will it be continued by whom? Yeah, it will be continued by, yes, Sumukh.
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, tell me.
He left German and he went to Netherlands.
Yeah, so he was a banker in Germany. Later, he went to Netherlands. Why did he go to Netherlands?
And he started a business in Netherlands with the Mr. Van Daan.
Yeah. Then, why did he go to Netherlands? Why did he go to Netherlands? Okay.
Hitler issued anti-Jewish.
Anti-Jewish acts. Hitler was bringing into force anti-Jewish act one after the other. No. So that's why he went to Netherlands, which was hospitable for the visitor and the visitors and the guests. Okay. Then what else information did you get about him? Yeah. I'll get answer from, yes. Yeah. Thank you, Marie. I'll get answer from, yeah, Shreya Hegde. Don't know whether she has good network there. Let us try to take answer from her. Shreya?
Mataji, he got married in 1925.
Then?
And Mataji's first daughter was born in 1926.
Her name was Margot. Later, he got his second daughter, that is Anne Frank, 3 years afterwards. Yeah. What information do you get about the characteristics of this Otto Frank? What type of person was he? Otto Frank? Yes, Kavya. Kavya, what type of person was he? What type of person was Otto Frank? Yes, Rashmi?
He had a warm personality.
He had a warm personality. Then, what else?
He was courageous.
Exactly, he was courageous. Then?
He took much interest in educating his 2 girls.
Yes, he took much interest in educating his two girls. Exactly. And can you add any other point here? Yes, Panna. Panna.
No, Mataji.
Yeah. Thank you. So this Otto Frank was the father of Anne Frank and Margot Frank. No. So they were the citizens of Germany. So in Germany in the year 1933, Hitler came to power and he hated these Germans, especially Jews, very much. Unfortunately, Otto Frank was a Jew, and that's why what did he do? He left Germany. He was a banker. He was wealthy person, prosperous, rich person. He was when he lived in Germany. No, but he had to leave. He had to leave his country and he emigrated to Netherlands, which was hospitable to the visitors. There, what did he do? He started a business. Maybe the business was on what, children? Spices. Okay. Then what happened? He added a partner called Mr. Van Dam to his business. Then their business was not so what? Their business was a bit slow. No, it was not very profitable. Once what happened, because of financial problems in his company or in his business, he had to cut down the salary of his workers, but no worker left his office. Okay, that much warm his personality was. Everybody liked him and they liked his courage also, because he should be courageous, no, to say, to share his financial status to his workers. Nobody left him, and also they admired his quality or his interest in what, giving education to his girls. So that was admired by everybody. So this is how Otto Frank was the father of Anne Frank. So in their family, Otto Frank was there. Otto Frank's wife, Anne's mother, was there. Anne and Margot were there. So Anne was the youngest member of the family. Okay, so let us see what happens next. Yeah, as a pupil, Anne was not particularly brilliant. Most people believed with her parents that Margaret, her elder sister, was more promising and was chiefly remarkable for the early interest she took in other people. She was emotional and strong willed, a real problem child. Her father once told me, a great talker and fond of nice clothes. Life in town, where she was usually surrounded by a chattering crowd of girlfriends, suited her exactly. This was a lucky fact because the Frank family could only rarely afford a holiday. Nor did they own a car. Again, children, take 1 minute time to read this paragraph. Yes, so please go through this paragraph once. Again, I have few questions to ask. Akshay, finished reading? Yes. Okay, now stop sharing. Yes, you have read the paragraph, no? So here you will get information about what, children? The characters of Margaret and Anne. No, Margaret was the elder sister and this Anne was the younger sister. So what information do you get about Margot here? What type of girl was she? Who will tell me? Yes, Siri.
Margot was a promising child. She was brilliant.
Yes, she was a brilliant girl, no, very obedient girl. So with her studies, she was always what? Regular. So everybody thought that Margot was more promising. That means what? Everybody believed in Margot because see what happens if the child is like all the children, then everybody means if the child takes interest in what obeying the orders or instructions given by parents and the teachers, then everybody consider that child as promising, right? So Margaret was a brilliant child. She was more obedient than Anne. Okay, so then next, what did you understand about the characteristics of Anne, our heroine, the heroine of our story? What information did you get about her? Yeah, yes, who will tell me? Shantika?
Yes, Mataji.
Hmm.
Anne Frank was not as brilliant as her sister,
Hmm.
but she had early interest in other people.
Yeah.
She was emotional and strong-willed.
Yeah. Then?
Then usually she was surrounded by girlfriends and it suited her.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. So what type of girl Anne was? Once again, I will take the same answer from yes, Pannaga.
Yes, Mataji. Anne was not as brilliant as her sister. She was remarkable as well as she was emotional and strong-willed. Mataji, am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible.
She was fond of nice clothes. She was very talkative. So her family was something like relieved. They could not go for holiday trip like picnic,
Yeah, very good.
and they um, did not have a car. Mataji, shall I speak in Kannada?
Yeah, definitely.
ಮಾತಾಜಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸಿಗೆ ರಾಶಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹಿಂಗ್ ಮಕ್ಳಿಗೆ ಬೋರ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಎಲ್ಲಾರು ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು ಇರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಅವಳು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೊರಗಿನ ಜನರ ಸಂತಿಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಕೊತ ಟೈಮ್ ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ಲು. ಅವಳಿಗೂ ಬೇಜಾರ್ ಬರ್ತಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಆ ಒಂದ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಅವ್ರ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ತಮ್ಗೆ ಲಕ್ಕು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರು.
Okay, very good. Okay. Answer is correct. Once again, I want Preeti to repeat the answer. Preeti has raised her hand. Then Preeti, repeat the answer. Yeah.
She was emotional and strong-willed.
She
is a great talker and fond of nice clothes.
Yes.
She was usually surrounded by her chattering crowd of girlfriends.
Exactly. Then she took.
That much.
Yeah, very much. Thank you very much, Mary. See here, what type of girl was Anne? She was very much talkative. Okay, ಇಡೀ ದಿನ ಹಲುಕ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಿದ್ಲು. She was very much talkative. She took interest in the other people very early. ಬೇರೆಯವರೆಲ್ಲ ಏನೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವಳು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ಲು. ಏನೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವ್ರ ಮನೆ ಇವ್ರ ಮನೆ ಸುದ್ದಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅವಳಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರೋದು. ಓಕೆ, ಸಣ್ಣ ಹುಡುಗಿ ಆಗಿದ್ಲಲ್ಲ, 13 ವರ್ಷ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಒಂದು 6ನೇ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ 7ನೇ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಮಕ್ಕಳು, 7-8ನೇ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಮಕ್ಕಳಲ್ವಾ 13 ವರ್ಷ ಅಂದ್ರೆ. ಸೊ ಅವಳು ಆ ತರದ ಹುಡುಗಿ. ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಶಿ ವಾಸ್ ಸರೌಂಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ ಚಾಟರಿಂಗ್ ಗರ್ಲ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್. ವಟ ಹಲುಕ್ತಾ ಇರೋರು. ಏನು ಅದು ಇದು ಏನೇನೋ ಒಟ್ಟು ಇಡೀ ದಿನ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋರು. ದೆನ್ what else? She was emotional and she was strong willed. So she was what, children? Pained by the sufferings of others. She was emotional, strong willed, and she was talkative. She was fond of different kinds of clothing. then she did not take much interest in her studies. That's why her parents thought that she was a real problem child. Okay, real problem child, real problematic child. ಹಂಗಂದ್ರೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ವೆರಿ ಆಕ್ಟಿವ್, ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಪಟ್ಟೆ ಆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ ಅವರು. ಎಲ್ಲದರಲ್ಲೂ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಆದ್ರೆ ಅಭ್ಯಾಸ ಮಾತ್ರ ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಡಿಸಿಪ್ಲಿನ್ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ ಲೇಟ್ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ್ದೋ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟೀಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಏನನ್ನ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ದೇ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ದೇರ್ ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್ ಟು ಬಿ ರೆಗ್ಯುಲರ್ ವಿತ್ ಸ್ಟಡೀಸ್. They expect their children to be the favorites of teachers. Am I right or wrong? So they expect their children to be obedient. They expect their children to follow the instructions given by teachers and parents without questioning, without arguing. But Anne Frank was quite different. ಹೌದಾ? ಸೊ ಬುದ್ಧಿವಂತ ಇದ್ರೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಬುದ್ಧಿವಂತಿಕೆ ಇದ್ದ ಮೇಲೆ ಅದ್ರ ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಅದು ಕೆಲವೊಬ್ಬರಿಗೆ ಮುಂದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವರ ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು ವೆರಿ ಮಚ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಆ ಏಜಿಗೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 6th 7th ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಇಡೀ ದಿನ ವಟ ಹಲಗ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು, ಊರ್ ಮೇಲಿನ ಪಂಚಾಯತ್ಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇವ್ರದ್ದು ಮನೆಗೆ ತಿರುಗ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು, ಇಡೀ ದಿನ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಹಲಗ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು, ಮನೆಗೆ ಟೈಮಿಗೆ ಸರಿ ಬರದೇ ಇರೋದು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸ್ಟಡೀಸ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡದೇ ಇರೋದು, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸಿಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟ ಆಗುವಂತಹ ಗುಣಗಳು, ಇಷ್ಟ ಆಗದೇ ಇರುವಂತಹ ಗುಣಗಳು. ವಾಟ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ದೀಸ್? ಪನ್ನಗ, do the parents and teachers like these type of qualities? Panaga?
No, Mataji.
Definitely not. Right. So that's why she was considered as a real problem child. Then what happened? These Franks, they were not so financially sound, no. So they had come to these Netherlands, they have left their motherland, so they had started a business there. But what was lucky for them was they are living in a town where their children were surrounded by chattering girls. They could not afford a holiday. Rarely they could do that. ಎಲ್ಲೋ ವರ್ಷದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದ್ಸಲನೋ 2 ವರ್ಷದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದ್ಸಲನೋ ಒಂದ್ ಕಡೆ ಎಲ್ಲಾರು ಪಿಕ್ನಿಕ್ಗೆ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಆಗ್ತಿತ್ತು. ಅದು ಅವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ ಮತ್ತೆ ಮೇಲಿಂದ they didn't own a car. Their own car they didn't have, no. That's why they did not afford to take their children to picnics. That's their problem. But they felt that they were quite lucky because their children were not unhappy. They were living in a town where they were surrounded by chattering girlfriends. Okay, this was their financial status. And here we got information about the characteristics of Margaret and Anne Frank. So let us check the next paragraph. Yes, so next one. When the Nazis invaded the Netherlands in May 1940, the Franks were trapped. Earlier than most Jews in Amsterdam, Otto Frank realized that the time might come when he and his family would have to go into hiding. He decided to hide in his own business office, which faced one of Amsterdam's tree-lined canals. A few derelict rooms on the upper floors, called the annex, were secretly prepared to house both the Frank and the Van Daan families. Early in July 1942, Margot Frank was called up for deportation, but she did not go. Straightway, the Franks moved into their hiding place and the Van Daans followed shortly afterwards. 4 months later, they took into their camped lodgings another Jew, a dentist. Okay. So we'll give you time to read these 2 paragraphs once again. Go through the paragraphs once again. Stop sharing. Okay, children, see, let me tell you the meanings of a few difficult words here. One is derelict. Okay, derelict means what, children? In a very bad condition. What is the meaning of derelict? In a very bad condition. I have written the meaning here. Then you have another word, deportation. No, deportation means what, children? Forcing to leave the country. Deportation means what? Forcing to leave the country. And another difficult word is there, that is annex. Annex means what, children? A wing added to a building. Okay, what is the meaning of annex? A wing added to a building. So now what happened? In the year 1939, the Second World War broke out. Okay, then the Germans, they invaded Netherlands also, Holland. Netherlands is also called Holland. No, its capital city is Amsterdam, right? So this person, Otto Frank, he had shifted to Amsterdam, the capital city of Netherlands. In the year 1940, the Germans invaded Netherlands also, but before other Jews could plan something, no, Otto Frank had understood the importance of preparing himself to hide in a very secret place. So that's why what did he do? In his very business office itself, he had built some annex. Okay, annex means what? A wing added to a building. So to his building itself, office building itself, he had added a wing, and that annex was derelict. Okay, so its condition was very bad. So it was, they were very small rooms because they had to build the buildings or annex in such a way that they couldn't be identified by whom? Others, right? So he had built annex in his office building itself, and he had built the places for his partner's family also. Van Daan was his business partner, no? Then what happened? In the year 1942, this Margot, she got the letter for deportation. Deportation andre, what is the meaning of deportation, children? Deportation means leaving. It is an order to leave the country. It is an order. Deportation means an order to leave the country. ಸೊ ನಿದರ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಪ್ಪ, ನಿದರ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಡಿನ ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಈ ಜರ್ಮನ್ಸ್ ನಾಜೀಸ್ ಜ್ಯೂಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕೊಲ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರಲ್ವಾ, ಸೊ ತಮ್ಮ ದೇಶದ ಸಿಟಿಸನ್ಸ್ ಗೆ ಏನೂ ತೊಂದರೆ ಬರಬಾರ್ದು ಹೇಳೋ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೆ ತಮ್ಮ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಂತಹ ಜ್ಯೂಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಸಾಕು, ನೀವು ದೇಶ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಹೋಗ್ರಿ ಅಂತ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರು. ಸೊ ಮಾರ್ಗಾಟ್ ಫ್ರಾಂಕ್, ಸೊ ಶಿ ವಾಸ್ ದ ಎಲ್ಡರ್, ನೋ, ಸೊ ಮೇ ಬಿ she in from her school, the government of Netherlands have got information and that they have identified that this is a Jew girl. Okay, so that's why what did they do? They gave her the order of deportation. But Margaret didn't go. So when she told about this order to her father, Otto Frank, he decided that definitely now they have to hide themselves. That's why from their home they shifted to the annex. You got the meaning of annex, no, children? Annex means what? A wing added to the building. So where was this annex built? It was built in the office of Otto Frank itself, and here the condition of annex was derelict. It was very bad. So to that annex they shifted, and 4 months later, slowly Van Daans also got shifted to this annex, and also they had to give place for another dentist. She was a Jew dentist. Okay, so they gave place for this Jew dentist also. Now, in the annex, Otto Frank's family, Van Daan's family, and also this one, the new dentist, totally 8 people lived in that annex. Okay, so who were those 8 people? You know about 4 now. Now 4 are Otto Frank's family's 4 members. One is a dentist, okay, Jew dentist, and other 3 are the family members of Mr. Van Daan. Mr. Van Daan, his wife, who else, that we will understand in the coming paragraphs. Here, children, do you have any doubt? Yes, if you have any doubt, let us discuss. Pratham Pandit. Pratham Pandit. Pratham Pandit, any doubt?
No,
Pratham,
Mataji.
no doubt. You have understood?
No.
Who was
Yes.
Otto Frank?
What?
Who was Otto Frank? ಮಾತಾಡೋ ನನ್ನ ಮುತ್ತು. Who was Otto Frank, Marie?
1 second.
1 second. You search in the textbook and give me the answer now. Very bad, huh? Sumit, who was Otto Frank? ಪ್ರಥಮ್ ಪಂಡಿತ್ ನೀವು ಹಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರ ಬದಲು ನಮ್ಮೊಂದ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಕೆಟ್ಟದ್ದು ಕೊಟ್ರೆ ಬರ್ತಿತ್ತು ಬೇರೆ. ಈ ತರ ಮಾಡಿ ನನಗ್ ನೋವು ಮಾಡೋದ್ರ ಬದಲಿಗೆ ನೀನು
Father of Anne Frank.
ಅಬ್ಬಾ ಫಾದರ್ ಆಫ್ ಆನ್ ಫ್ರಾಂಕ್. ಪುಸ್ತಕ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹುಡುಕಿ ಹೇಳ್ದಿಯಾ? ಎಸ್. ದೆನ್ ಸಹನಾ, ಹೂ ವಾಸ್ ದ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನರ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಟೋ ಫ್ರಾಂಕ್? ಸಹನಾ? Van Dan, very good. Then next, Preeti. How was the financial status of Otto Frank? Preeti. Financial status of Otto Frank. Preeti. Arun?
Business was often slow.
Yeah, business was slow. Good. Thank you. Arun, can I speak to you, Marie? Arun has left the meeting. Akshay, we will get information there now. Why Arun has left the meeting? Arun is very obedient boy, in my opinion. He cannot leave the meeting like this. Arun has left the meeting. Very sad information for Divya Mataji. Okay, Tejasvi. ನಾನು ಯಾರ ಬೇಡ, ನಾನು ನನ್ನ MP ಹತ್ರ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ತೇಜಸ್ವಿ. Tejasvi has some problem. Otherwise, he would have told me the answer. Otherwise, Soumya.
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, tell me, why did Otto Frank leave Germany? ಹಿಂಗಾದ ಕೂಡ ಮನಸ್ಸಿಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ದುಃಖ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಗೊತ್ತುಂಟು. ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪಟ್ಟ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು. ಈಗ ನಂಗೆ ಬಹಳ ದುಃಖ ಆಯ್ತು. ನನ್ ದುಃಖ ಯಾರು ಹೋಗಿಸ್ತೀರಿ? Who will give me answer?
Hitler was issuing an anti-Jewish.
Hitler was issuing anti-Jewish acts. Okay, Kavya is ready to swallow my grief. Yes, Kavya. Karthik Hegde is also ready.
When the British was by Frank, where the Nazis, this made Otto Frank to leave.
Okay. Marie, your network is not good there. Yes. See, anti-Jewish acts were passed by Hitler one by one. No? That's why he left Germany and he got settled in Netherlands, Otto Frank. Now 1940, these Nazis, Germanies, they attacked Netherlands also, and the government of Netherlands gave an order for Margaret Frank to leave the country, but they decided to go into hiding. They hid themselves in the annex, which was built by Otto Frank, means few days back, because he had guessed the problem they are going to face in the coming days. That's why he had made provision for hiding also. So let us see next paragraph, what happens there. Yes, this is over, no? Next, songbird in hiding. So they were 8 hunted people. Any sound, any light might betray their presence. A tenuous link with the outside was provided by the radio and by once again I'll read. A tenuous link with the outside was provided by the radio and by 4 courageous members of Otto Frank's staff. 2 of them typists who in secret brought food, magazines, books. The only other company they had was a cat. While in hiding, Anne decided to continue a diary which her parents had given her on her 13th birthday. She described life in the annex with all its inevitable tensions and quarrels. But she created, first and foremost, a wonderfully delicate record. Stop. Other page. Okay, see here, children. So they were 8 hunted people, means 8 people were trapped in that small annex. So here, any sound, any light might betray their presence. So means they could not make any small sound also, and they could not use lights also, because any sound or any light could have given information to the government or the Nazi officers, Nazi police about their presence there. Then a tenuous link. Tenuous means here, children, the meaning of the word tenuous is so light that it hardly exists. Andre adu idru iddhangalla, like that. Okay. So the tenuous link with the outside was provided by the radio and by 4 courageous members of Otto Frank's staff, and 2 of them were typists. So every day they provided Frank's family with food, then magazines, what else, children? With other books and all. And except these 8 people, their another companion was a cat. Okay. Then what happened here? While living in annex, Anne Frank decided that she would continue writing the diary. So this diary was given to her as a gift on her 13th birthday by her father, Otto Frank. So then what happened? She wrote the diary while she was living in the annex. She wrote everything because she was a talkative girl. Now she could not talk to anyone else there. So that's why whatever problems were inevitable, means unavoidable tensions were there. Because 8 people were living there and the annex was derelict. Its condition was very bad. It was too small, so they couldn't go out. There were many tensions and those tensions were inevitable. So this Anne Frank wrote about all these things in her diary and it became the first record. You can see there. But she created first and foremost a wonderfully delicate record. Means her diary. What problems were faced by the Jews because of the rule of Hitler. So about that we will get very delicate, very sensitive information in the diary written by Anne Frank, and that stood as the first and foremost record, okay, about the condition of Jews during the period of Hitler. Understood, no, children? So why she calls herself, see here, children. So what is that? Songbird in hiding. So she compares herself to a songbird, a singing bird, because she feels that she was a very talkative girl. Now that talkative girl is hidden in a place and she was not allowed to talk with other people. She compares herself to a songbird. She says that songbird in hiding. Then next. Her diary reveals that trust she puts in a, is this the right paragraph? Which was our previous paragraph? Yeah, we have completed 11. No, yeah, go for the 12. Yes. So her diary reveals the trust she puts in a wise father. Her grief because as she feels it, her mother does not understand her. The ecstasy of a first rapturous kiss exchanged with the Van Dane's 17-year-old son. Finally, the flowering personality, eager to face life with adult courage and mature self-insight. On a slip of paper, Anne wrote faked names which she intended to use in case of publication. For the time, the diary was her own secret which she wanted to keep from everyone, especially from the grumpy dentist with whom she had to share her tiny bedroom. Her father allowed her to put her diaries in his briefcase. He never read them until after her death. See here, very important paragraph it is, children. So her diary reveals the trust she puts in a wise father. So she loved her father very much. She considered him as a wise father. She loved him very much. And also she tells about her grief because as she feels it, her mother does not understand her. Her mother does not understand her. Her mother always used to scold her because she was a different kind of girl, no? So she was very talkative. Then she was not regular with her studies, and always she used to walk around, means in the places of neighbors. She used to go there. She used to talk to them. So that's why she felt that her mother did not understand her ever. ಅವಳಿಗೆ ಅದು ಬೇಜಾರಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಅಮ್ಮ ಬೈತಾರೆ ಹೇಳೋದೇ ಅವಳಿಗೆ ದುಃಖ ಆಗಿತ್ತು. She did not like her mother. Okay. Then also she has given information about her first love day. The ecstasy of a first rapturous kiss exchanged with the Van Dane's 17-year-old son. And also you can get information about what, children? The flowering personality, eager to face life with adult courage and mature self-insight. So the meaning of both the words, ecstasy already you have learned in the lesson Gift of Mazai. So ecstasy and rapturous. Here children, ecstasy means what? Ecstasy means state of extreme happiness. Ecstasy means what, children? Being very happy. This word you have come across in the lesson Gift of Mazai also. So ecstasy means state of extreme happiness, and rapturous means what, children? Expressing great delight. She was very happy. She has given information about her first love, that was Van Dane's son, 17 years old boy. Okay. Then next she has written, see, flowering. The author is saying that we will get information about flowering personality, eager to face life with adult courage and mature self-interest. And also you can see here, on a slip, Anne Frank has written faked names which she intended to use in case of publication. See, she wanted to become a writer and she wanted to publish a book. One pustaka kuda publish ಮಾಡುವಂತಹ ಆಸೆ ಇವಳ ಕಣ್ಣಲ್ಲಿ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ she was quite different, no? So she wanted to become a journalist, or she wanted to become a poet or author, novelist. So she had even written fake names on a slip, which she intended to use in case of publication. Publication ಏನಾದ್ರು ಮಾಡೋದಾದ್ರೆ ತಾನು ಬರೆದಿರುವಂತಹ ಡೈರಿಯನ್ನ ತನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ಬದಲಿಗೆ ಯಾವ ಹೆಸರು ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು, ಅಕ್ಕನ ಹೆಸರು ಬದಲಿಗೆ ಯಾವ ಹೆಸರು ಇಡಬೇಕು, ಅಮ್ಮನ ಹೆಸರು ಬದಲಿಗೆ, ಅಪ್ಪನ ಹೆಸರು ಬದಲಿಗೆ ಏನ್ ಹೆಸರು ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಅವಳೊಂದು ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಇಟ್ಟಿತ್ತು. Then for the time, the diary was her own secret which she wanted to keep from everyone, especially from the grumpy dentist with whom she had to share her tiny bedroom. So at that time, she wanted to keep her diary as a secret. She did not want to share it with anybody. ಯಾರಿಗೂ ತೋರಿಸೋ ಮನ್ಸಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಅವ್ರು ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ಲಲ್ವಾ ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ತನ್ನ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗುವಂತಹ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ವಿಚಾರವನ್ನು ಅವಳು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಲು ಟ್ರೂತ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ಲು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಯಾರ ಜೊತೆನೂ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡುವಂತ ವಿಚಾರ ಇರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. Especially she did not want to share it with the grumpy dentist. Grumpy dentist. Here grumpy means what, children? I have written the meaning of grumpy here. Grumpy means bad tempered. That dentist, okay, with for whom Otto Frank had given place, no? So with that grumpy dentist, she did not want to share because she had to share her bedroom with this grumpy dentist. ಆ ಅವಳನ್ನು ಕಂಡ್ರೆ ಡೆಂಟಿಸ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕಂಡ್ರೆ ಅವಳಿಗೆ ಚೂರು ಇಷ್ಟ ಇಲ್ಲ. She was a bad tempered person. Grumpy means what, children? Bad tempered. So then what happened? She did not want to reveal about her feelings, no, to anyone else. That's why her father had allowed her to put her diaries in his briefcase. Okay, so always she used to keep her diary in the briefcase of, in the suitcase or briefcase of Otto Frank. He never read her diary until her death. ಅವಳು ತೀರ್ ಹೋಗೋ ತನಕ, ಅವಳು ಸಾಯೋ ತನಕ ಅಪ್ಪ, he was a very good person, no? So very matured person. He never read the diary written by Anne Frank. Okay, children. So let us learn about other things in our next period. Soumya Mataji is waiting for you all. Take some 5 minutes break and join the class very fast.